We're going to continue our studying of this book right here, and after giving you a massive dose of vocabulary, this thing between pages 3 and 4 starts asking a lot of questions. Now, one of the first questions is this. There were 2 urbanized cities in Galilee, okay, and there is no recorded evidence that Jesus ever went into either one of those cities. And if you want to know what those cities were, you just have to read the book. Okay? Now the question is, why didn't Jesus ever walk into these 2 urbanized areas? Why didn't he go? Well, Farmer Bob tries to produce the answer to that. And the Farmer Bob answer to that would be, well, maybe it was because of smog. Well, we can eliminate smog because this was not an industrialized society like we have today. Okay? That didn't come around until, early to mid-1800s. Okay? Even before that, they had a little bit of industrialization, but not near the effect as what they would have in the earlier mid-1800s. So this was been long before that. Okay, so industrialized society, no. Maybe there was a great big crime rate and Jesus was just too afraid to walk in the city. Come on, this is Jesus here. He wasn't afraid of a crime rate. Okay? Oh, maybe the prices in those 2 cities were just too much for him to bear. Well, keep in mind, Jesus owned nothing. Okay? So his disciples brought him all the things he needed to have. Kind of thing. So really, basically, no. Maybe there's just too many people. Come on, Jesus was used to large crowds, so he was not afraid of being overcrowded anywhere. Come on, the man ministered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 3 solid years to very large crowds. Let's not forget the 5,000 men and their families that he fed with the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes. So wasn't that? Well, maybe Jesus was just an environmentalist. Get real. Yes, he was concerned about the environment, but he was not an environmental extremist. That wasn't Jesus at all. Okay? There's a big difference between being concerned about the environment and being a full-blown environmentalist. That would not have described Jesus. Now, some other questions would be something to the effect of, well, he lived with a peasant family. What kind of morals and values did he get from that peasant family? What kind of morals and values did he get from Joseph and Mary and their extended family? Keep in mind that after Jesus was born, other children were born. Okay? Jesus actually had brothers and sisters. How did he get along with them? Very good questions to ask. So, how did living in a peasant community shape the morals and values of Jesus? What was his interactions with his neighbors like? His friends? So on and so forth. These are questions worth asking. Now, shouldn't Jesus have baptized John the Baptist? John the Baptist seemed to think so. A lot of other people seem to think so. Well, we didn't know why he didn't. Now, Jesus calls 12 people to be his disciples. Did he really need bar buddies, basically? I don't think so. I don't think Jesus needed people to hang out with on the middle of a Friday night. That wasn't why he called them. This book attempts to answer that question. Alright? You know, Jesus didn't go out and get a passport and start traveling all over the world. He pretty much confined his travels to Israel. Why? Was it the fact that he wasn't allowed to cross any borders? Would he commit some big crime that didn't allow him to go anywhere? I don't think so. Maybe he was just too afraid to go that far out. No, again, I don't think so. So if things like that aren't the answer, then we should try to find out what the answers really are. And this book attempts to answer those questions. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for tonight. I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.